COVID-19 vaccine. In this video, I will show you about introduction to vaccine, how vaccine work, the benefit and side effect of vaccine, who can take a vaccine, types and difference of vaccine. To know what a vaccine is and how it works, first, we must understand how our body's immune cell respond to infection with a disease. When a virus or anything unidentified thing enter our body, our immune system will attack it. However, the process of the immune system destroying the virus takes a long time. Because in order to defeat the infection, the immune system must find out how to fight it first. While this process continues, the virus will continue to spread and multiply, and the infection one will be sick. Eventually, once the immune system has successfully eliminated the virus, it will continue to remember how to fight it. So, if the same virus comes again, the body is ready to fight it. So, vaccine is one of weakness viruses or bacteria. These weakness viruses or bacteria can trigger immune cell to produce specific antibodies against them. Next, the benefit and side effect of vaccines. Vaccine is one of the most effective efforts to overcome the COVID-19 pandemic. Vaccine itself is carried out in order to complement the preventive effort of COVID-19 disease, such as wearing masks, washing hands, social distancing, and stay at home. In addition, there are many benefits that can be obtained if you get the COVID-19 vaccine. First, lowering the rate of pain and death due to COVID-19. The COVID-19 vaccine can trigger the body's immune system to fight coronavirus, so the risk of getting infected will be much smaller. Second, encourage the formation of herd immunity. That is, people who cannot get the vaccine can get protection from those around them. Third, prevent the spread of infection viruses. Imagine if you were in a crowd and there was someone infected with an infection virus, then you could have contracted the virus. You can transmit 7, 8, 9, 10, and many more, and if these 10 people go elsewhere, then the transmission becomes greater. Now, imagine if the condition were different. You and the people in the crowd have been vaccinated. This can help to prevent you from contracting the virus, and in a large environment, it can prevent the spread of bacteria or virus. Then, is vaccination 100% safe? Vaccination also has some side effects that might appear or commonly called KP, post-immunization follow-up events. KP is a medical event that occurs after immunization and is thought to be related to vaccination or immunization. One of the symptoms that often occur is a local reaction. Symptoms are characteristic by pain, swelling, and redness of the injection marks. It usually appears less than 48 hours after vaccination. If you find any symptom like this, it's immediately compressed with warm water until the pain disappears. If the pain continues to appear, you can take paracetamol 500 mg according to the required dose. In addition to local reaction, sometimes there are also other side effects called systemic reaction. This reaction is characterized by fever, lethargy, muscle aches, headache, even chills. If you experience this reaction, immediately consume warm water and if necessary, consume paracetamol as needed. If symptoms do not improve and the initial symptoms are more severe, please contact the nearest health facility immediately to perform symptom control and further KP recording. Then, anyone who is not entitled to receive the vaccine? First, someone who has a fever with a temperature of more than 37.5 degrees Celsius. Second, a person with uncontrolled hypertension. Third, pregnant. Women who are pregnant should not get vaccinated until giving birth. Fourth, a person who has heart disease. 5. Someone who has autoimmune disease such as asthma and lupus. 6. Someone who is doing chemotherapy. And the last is someone who is experiencing blood clotting disorder. And lastly, the types and differences of vaccine. In Indonesia have spread some vaccine COVID-19 such as Pfizer, BioNTech, Moderna, AstraZeneca, Oxford, Sputnik V, and Sinovac. The biggest difference among them is the difference based on how it works. Starting with Sinovac, COVID-19 vaccine made in China that used method inactivated virus. This method used the COVID-19 virus that has been killed and then insert into the human body. Even if it's disabled and cannot spread, the immune system will still respond and learn how to fight it. However, the response of the immune system may not be as powerful as fighting the surviving virus. Next, vaccine from AstraZeneca and Sputnik V are using viral vector methods. Different with inactive virus method, it uses a living but relatively weaker virus, such as adenovirus that causes it to disappear. The weak virus it used as a live or genetic material that will be used by immune system to create immunity without having to expose the body to the dangers of the original coronavirus. The most talked about and most advanced method among the exciting vaccines are used Pfizer vaccine and Moderna. The way this vaccine works is that in COVID-19 there is a very active protein. This protein is used by COVID-19 to enter the cell of the human body and make it easy to transmit. Let's just say it's a weapon that makes COVID to overpower. Well, the logic is that if we are able to make the body immune of the protein, then the body will be immune to COVID-19 as a whole. What vaccine research do is take part of COVID DNA containing spike protein and then turn this spike protein into command for the body cell to make their protein. This instruction is known as mRNA, and mRNA is a vaccine. So why do we want the body cell to make this protein? Isn't dangerous? Not at all. mRNA is safe because it contains instruction to make that protein alone and does not contain coronavirus completely. So it can be considered like a weapon without a master. After mRNA enters the body cell will begin to make the protein which will then be responded by the immune system. Once the immune system has successfully destroyed this protein, it will still remember how to fight it, so that it makes the body immune to COVID-19. The explanation was not intended to persuade you to choose one of the vaccine, because for most people which vaccine we get is out of our control. All you need to know is that the vaccine that is now used for mass use has gone through intensive research studies to maintain its safety and effectiveness. And the fact that people have been able to receive so many vaccines in the first time in human history is already the bright side in a very dark year. Surely all this can happen thanks to the thousands of medical personnel, scientists and researchers who work non-stop since the pandemic began. And now the rest is in your hands. Let's greatly welcome any serious effort in order to escape this pandemic, to recover soon, pulls on all fronts. Let's all, we succeed the vaccination for our very own country.